My friend, every single coin went up. You're not a genius. Everything went up. All of them went up. You could have bought anything. Yeah, you were in the right place at the right time. You made a little bit of money, but you've learned absolutely zero.
This is Andrew Tate's most recent interview. All right. Andrew Tate, The Untold Truth, a new chapter, latest podcast. And this is where he talks about, Andrew Tate speaks about cryptocurrency.
Join, and the only goal is to make money. The primary goal is make money. We're not trying to make you sit there and do exams for qualification. No, make money. And you'll make more money than you spend. It's a very simple mathematical equation. So they attempted to destroy us and they failed. At CobraTake.com, you can join the real world. And anybody who's serious about their education, I absolutely recommend they do that. And the life path, the trajectory we've put people on in life is beautiful. We've had people at 18, 19 join Hustlers University, 6 months later have their War Room subscription, join the War Room, 2 or 3 years later, you know, they're at the meetups, they're here and they're driving a Lambo. Yeah, it's truly beautiful. It's truly beautiful. I'm the only one with the Bugatti so far.
They can't join if the Bugatti has to stay at their house.
There's people in the War Room richer than me, but they're perhaps a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, they like to move under the radar.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite.
Yeah. So we were talking about people who got rich relatively quickly. A lot of those people are people who were into crypto.
Yep.
What do you think about cryptocurrency? Are you invested? Because, you know, a lot of people, they got rich of doing it. But I feel like to a certain extent, like, yeah, okay, they put in money, it got like whatever, like times 100x. But still, you would think that, okay, if it's so easy, how come people today are still not investing in it? You know, so like, I don't know. What do you think about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, so I'm a proponent of crypto. I do use crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, the big ones.
Okay.
I think that chasing crypto pumped.
So boom. Stay invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Honestly, those are the ones I'm in. But this is not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, all right? Do your own due diligence and research.
Is now over. The bull run's over. The stupid money is gone. Most people don't understand about crypto that it's person versus person. I see they launch these coins and then they start a Telegram community. And then if you go in the community,
Discord,
if you get in the community, everyone's like, yeah, we're all in this together. No, you're not. No. You're not in this together. If you're buying or if you're selling, if you buy crypto at $1 and then you sell it at $10, someone bought it off you at $10.
Yeah. Probably in that same Telegram.
Probably in the same Telegram group. So you're literally stealing money from the other people in your community, the other people who believe in the project. You're stealing money from them. It's player versus player. They start these stupid communities so all of you sit there and don't dump so that the developer can dump.
Yeah.
You're all dummies.
All of you guys.
You're all dummies. Yeah. It's player versus player. And a lot of the dumb money is now gone. People who were stupid, who believed in all this crap,
learned their lesson.
They've lost all their money.
Yeah.
So now the only people left in crypto is the smart money, and that's very, very hard to steal, right?
Yeah.
So I think that the idea of chasing a pump right now is...
But is it though? Is it really, really hard to steal though? Because, I mean, it's all backed by a wallet, and your wallet can get hacked. I mean, it's just your laptop, your phone, like all these things are susceptible to getting hacked. You can have a lot of money there, and your wallet can and will be stolen.
Very foolish. Yeah. I also think that one of the detrimental things about crypto is that it recently made people a bunch of money. Yeah, sure. In the last 2 to 3 years or 6 months, 9 months, whatever it was, the bull run. But the people who made money with crypto didn't learn any real skills. They didn't learn sales. They didn't learn marketing. They didn't learn management. Didn't learn how to deal with stress. Didn't learn how to grow a company. Didn't learn how to deal with taxes.
They didn't
learn anything. They didn't struggle. Yeah. There was no pain. They bought a coin. They watched it go up. Now they tell the world how smart they are. They think they're a genius. They think they're too good to work, these people. Nah, I'm too smart to work. You don't understand. I know crypto. I bought this coin.
Yo, who here has fell for that, man? Who here has invested into crypto, didn't do any other research, and just watched the price go up, didn't sell out, and then ate shit because they weren't doing anything else? Who was that, man? Because that, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. That was slightly me, except I was still doing this the Jesus show. I was still working on on other business ventures. But I'm not gonna lie, I was investing heavily into crypto at that time, and I was just like, yo, listen, I don't gotta do shit, bro. And I kind of slacked off for a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
My friend, every single coin went up. You're not a genius. Everything went up. All of them went up. You could have bought anything. Yeah, you were in the right place at the right time. You made a little bit of money, but you've learned absolutely zero. And unfortunately, if you have money but no lessons and you're still a dummy, that money is not going to last long, and you're going to lose it. And the world we live in now is also hyper expensive. Like you make a couple $100,000 and you think you're rich.
You lose 20% the same day.
Bro, like
Inflation.
the amount of money you need nowadays to be considered rich is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was with Dan Bilzerian a couple weeks ago, and I was telling him how quickly my life has changed. I used to go to a holiday for a week with 500, 600 pounds, right, for the week.
Yeah.
When Dan messaged me and said, hey, let's hang out, he was in France, I was in Romania. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I had some cars in Germany I had trucked over to wait for me there because the roads are nice. I organized my jet from Bucharest to France. I needed a security team to come with me. I hired the security team.
Jesus, bro, what the? He needed a whole truck to move his cars. I mean, which is obvious. That's a crazy lifestyle, bro. You had to set up your jet. He did all that himself. You don't have like an assistant or a manager doing that for you. Where Georgine at?
Come with me. I like to use my Romanian guys, so we had to get a bigger jet to accommodate them. By the time we jetted in with the security team, picked up the cars, everybody, 6 or 7 people needed 5-star hotel rooms. Everybody ate food. I sat and had a meeting with Dan. I took the cars for a spin around the mountains, went to a spa a little bit, jumped back on the jet with the entire security team, put the cars back on a truck to Germany, and flew home. So by the time I had a 3-hour meeting with a friend, it cost me $400,000.
Oh my goodness.
That's how expensive the world is at the top.
What? It cost Andrew Tate $400,000 to meet with Dan Bilzerian? Yo! How much you think it costs to get Andrew Tate on a phone call for an hour? $400,000 just to meet with Dan Bilzerian for 3 hours, 4 hours?
So when you're sitting there and you've made $200,000 on a crypto pump, and you think, oh, yeah, I'm rich. You are a brokey, and you haven't even learned any lessons. You're a dummy. So I think crypto's bad for kids because it has a whole.
I'm not gonna lie. Anybody else watching this and feel way more broke, just like broke as fuck?
Bunch of kids out here thinking they don't need to work hard, they don't need to dedicate themselves, they don't need to learn important lessons, they can just chase a pump and win the lottery, and it ain't gonna happen. That's whether you lose all their money. So that's the bad thing about crypto, and that's why I'll sit here right now and do a plug and say join the real world instead, and join Hustlers University instead, and learn real lessons that you can apply to anything, so you'll never be broke, and have a real network like the War Room, so you can never be broke. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes to $1 million or zero. I'll make money either way. I'll make money either way.
Because you have skills.
Because I have skills, and not by day trading, not by that. I'm just going to know things other people don't know before they know them. I'm just going to have opportunities identified and presented to me before other people have them. And it doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes down to zero or it goes up to $10 million a coin. Either way, I'm going to make insanely large sums of money because of my network and because I'm respected and because I know important people. And that's the problem with these crypto kids. They have none of that.
Yeah. So I have a question. You have a lot of strengths. What would you say are some of your biggest strengths and like some of your biggest skills, some of your biggest weaknesses as Andrew Tate?
As Andrew Tate. I'd like to think I'm pretty all-encompassing when it comes to strengths.
Yo, this is a really great interview, honestly. This guy's actually asking him questions. He looks like he's just chilling. He got the Andrew Tate sunglasses and shit, imitating him real well.
And I've made sure of that. My father had a saying, which is now my saying, as I'm the oldest Tate. My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. And I stand by that. I do like to believe I'm a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. If someone were to come up to you and say, you have to have a skateboarding competition, but don't worry.
Well, you know why he's a feared opponent in any human endeavor is because that dude is very perceptive. He's studied, he's taken a lot of risk. He studied, he understands business, he understands sales, he understands marketing. I'm sure he's had several different businesses that have failed. He's learned from each and every single one of them. He has stories to back up all his failures. And he applies that towards the things that he sees every single day. And he takes action. So, and he also doesn't become tired. He works towards increasing his stamina mentally and physically. So that's where Andrew Tate is a big ass W. Let me see. J World, hey, I'm here to the channel. I love the Andrew Tate reactions. Yo, welcome, brother. Welcome. J World, welcome. Dojo of Gain, I'm moving to South America soon to leverage my money. How are you doing that? How are you doing that? How are you moving to South America to leverage your money? You mean you're moving to South America because things are worth less and you've saved up a good amount of money and you want to start opening up new things in South America and you want to borrow or leverage against your portfolio that you have? Like, how are you planning on doing that? I'm confused.
The guy you're skateboarding against can't skateboard. You'd be like, cool. And then I turned up. Part of you'd be like, shit. Even I can't even skateboard. But part of you'd be like, Tate,
Tate, this guy.
Yeah, not this guy. You know, I'm just that guy.
He's pretty good.
I'm just that guy I'm just good at stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to compete against me at anything. So I'm good at everything. My weaknesses, I've strongly analyzed my weaknesses.
Yeah.
In fact, I've sat around with friends of mine and with people who I care about dearly and who care about me back and said, if I had to hurt me.
What do you guys think Andrew Tate's weaknesses are, man? Hold on. We before he says it, we have to we have to analyze what his weaknesses truly are, man. Let me see. He definitely. All right, listen. Boxing. I'm not gonna lie. He's not a boxer. He's a kickboxer. So that's a big weakness. All right. But when it comes to business, what could be his biggest weakness? I guess. I don't know, man. His network. The people around him are really truly his greatest weakness, right? If he's a very well-developed, well-rounded person, I would say it has to be like his family, like the people around him, maybe colluding against him, you know, imploding. Maybe he's not as patient. I don't know. But that is a good question. What's his weakness?
How would I do it? If I decided to do damage to me in my life, how would I do it? Where are my weaknesses? It's been analyzed and talked about and discussed at length.
Because you need to do that reflection. On
You have to know. Most people don't do that.
No.
Most people don't say, if someone wanted to ruin my life, how would they ruin it?
Yeah.
So I know all of my weaknesses. I know all my weak points. Obviously, I defend and guard them the best you can, but obviously not everything can be completely defended and guarded. I know what they are. I'm not going to advertise them to the feral psychopaths of Earth.
Okay.
But
All right, he didn't say it. That's fucking bullshit. That's some bullshit, straight up. That's a good question. I don't even know, to be honest. I mean, I guess what you can really take from this is, what are your weaknesses, right? Like, what are your weaknesses? Like, what are some of my weaknesses that I can reflect on right now, all right? Sometimes I'm very over-analytical, all right? I give myself a deadline, and I'm doing research and looking over topics and trying to figure out how to put things together, that I fail to apply it. And once I hit the deadline, I got to stick to the deadline. All right, I got to give myself that kind of pressure, and I can't work beyond that deadline. Once I'm done, I'm done. I have to just start applying it. And if I fail, then that's how I learn from it. So that's one of my weaknesses, is that I'll become too over analytical that I'll forget to apply it. And I've basically stuffed my brain with too many things that I can't even function correctly. Like that's one of my greatest weaknesses, is just like overstuffing myself. So understanding that, what do? I set these deadlines and I have to meet them. I have to meet them no matter what. And if I look like an idiot, then I look like an idiot. It is what it is.
I think in terms of how difficult a target on Earth is, I'm certainly one of the top hardest people on Earth to damage, whether emotionally, psychologically, physically, etc. I'm extremely difficult to damage because I live a reality in which I'm very conscious of these things, paranoid perhaps, and I'm hard to get to. Most men, you can just steal his girlfriend. Most men, you just steal his chick. You steal his chick or just run up on him when he goes to the chicken chip shop. And most men are so easy to hurt. Most men you can just lie about in the media, Matrix attack them, and they'll have a mental breakdown. Most men are so absolutely not mentally weak.
They'll say sorry.
They'll cry. I did none of that stuff, right? Most men you can just message this girl. You can just get a famous guy.
So pretty much, we get it. You're strong mentally. You're strong physically. It's hard to break you. Andrew Tate. Dojo of the game. The dollar is worth more. I'm renting out my house and working remotely, and I have a house in Peru that is paid off, so I'll have very little expenses. Okay, so you basically, you're just leveraging your savings to save more money, keep working since you're working remotely, and you're lowering the cost. But here's the thing: is in South America, are you limiting yourself towards connections? Like, do you speak Spanish very fluently? I'm sure you do, but maybe you might. I don't know what your job is, but maybe you're limiting yourself in that sense. I don't know, or I could be entirely wrong. Let me see. So let's look at what are Andrew Tate's daily habits. This is actually I'm curious about this.
Music, yeah, I was messing around with music for a while. I only did that because I knew a guy who wanted to be a musician. And I'd meet him and say, how are things going? He'd go, bro, we nearly finished my song, going to finish my album, and we're going to make a lot of money. I was like, cool. 6 months later, I'd see him, how's things? Hey, bro, almost done with the album. I was like, it's been 6 months. An album. Yeah, but you don't understand. You got to mix the track. It takes time. Mixing a track. Okay, we have computers. What, 10 minutes? Okay. 2 days. It's been 6 months, bro. And I'd sit to him and say, it can't take this long. You're just smoking weed. You're not working. And he's like, no, you don't know. So I thought, okay, I'll make a track. So I made a song. I wrote some lyrics and hit a guy up, got a beat, got a mic. I know I'm not talented.
Yeah.
Talked, blah, blah, blah. I made a song in 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
and I started releasing these songs I made in 2 hours. And it was just to spite that.
It's not that hard to make a song. It's really not. It's really not. If you know a person that's been putting all the time into creating music, you just show up in the studio and they will make some shit happen, bro. But that's the hardest part, is finding somebody that's truly devoted and talented at music.
Guy. Just to teach him a lesson about how speed works. It's funny because obviously not because of my musical talents, but because of my influence everywhere else. I got millions of views on my videos. Yeah. So I beat him. Yeah. So it's like, how many views you got? Yeah. 0. And it's not because the songs are good, not because I think I'm a musical genius, but because I'm Tate. But yeah, they're like an hour, 2 hours. I threw them together, and it was just a lesson in speed to make sure that I wasn't making any mistakes. When he was telling me it genuinely took months, I knew he was wrong, but the only way you truly know is to do. So it's like, this has to be a lie. So I made a song in 2 hours. I made a video in 3 hours, and boom, boom. From 9 a.m. till 1 p.m., bang, millions of views, done.
Wow, you got to respect that, man. That's speed and efficiency, man. To be able to get something out so quickly, and like he says in business all the time, is that one of the most important assets that you have in business is speed. How fast can you deliver the things that you say? Because if you're fast, guess what? If somebody wants something, they want it immediately, especially since people's attention spans are incredibly low. So you need to be able to meet the demand quickly. That is what makes you valuable. That is what is going to set you apart from the competition.
He's still talking about his album. He's probably still talking about it today.
It
probably doesn't even exist. Comes out tomorrow. Yeah, be ready.
It's coming.
Yeah.
My life is gonna change.
Yeah.
Well, what does like a day in your life look like? What are your daily habits that you do to make your day good?
Finally,
do you meditate?
This is where we're at.
Do you do affirmations?
No, I don't meditate. I don't do affirmations. Maybe I meditate a little bit as I fall asleep. Maybe,
but it's not like a conscious decision.
No, I wake up, I check my phone. I go through my phone for about half an hour. I then go and I start training. As I train, I stay on my phone in between sets. I train every day.
You're always online. I've noticed that. When I talk to you, you're always online. You reply a second.
Permanently. 17 hours of screen time a day.
Oh, wow.
What? Andrew Tate's screen time is 17 hours a day? What? How, man? I'm trying to get off the screen time. I thought Andrew Tate was off. I don't know who's doing 17 hours of screen time a day. But what apps is he on? Is he messaging on WhatsApp all day, like just trying to collaborate? Because that's what it seems like he's doing right now. You know, I mean, he is a big celebrity, so he's trying to look for the newest opportunity. And he's already got the skill set. He's already got the value. So maybe he's just trying to promote. He's trying to, promote more value or give more value towards other people that are trying to collaborate with him. Like this guy right here. I wonder how much this guy paid to have Andrew Tate on the podcast. That's crazy. 17 hours of screen time. Like, for me, that shit feels toxic, bro. That shit feels toxic. Oh, one of the greatest weaknesses, probably, I got to watch less YouTube.
Let me see your screen time.
17 hours a day. I can't share my phone, bro.
Okay, never mind.
But 17 hours of screen time.
I believe you, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if I'm awake, I'm online.
Yeah.
I'm a phone addict, I guess you can call it. But that's where all the important things happen.
Yeah.
I have an empire. I have an empire that spans across 25 countries. Like I'm on my phone. I know that for peace of mind, I should use my phone less. I don't want peace of mind. I want chaos.
You
and
want to
war.
conquer.
I want to conquer the earth.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan did not want peace of mind.
Yeah.
If he did, he would have stopped. I don't want peace of mind. I wake up, I train, I stay on my phone, then I begin working.
I like that. I like how he literally just said that quote about Genghis Khan. Like, you don't need to have a peace of mind. People who are seeking peace of mind are essentially trying to become more complacent, more passive, more comfortable. You need to always seek uncomfortability. And for 17 hours a day, he's seeking uncomfortability by being on his phone. But my question really is, what is he doing on his phone that's making him so productive? Like, that should be the real question. But I guess he answered it by saying it's all chaos. He looks for chaos. He looks for problems.
I'm doing a podcast now. If I'm not doing a podcast, or if I'm not driving, or if I'm not fighting, I'm online. And I live my entire life online. If I'm awake, I'm working. If I sit to have shisha tonight at 9 or 10 p.m., and there's a whole bunch of hot girls around and my brother's there and we're all chilling and we're talking, I'm doing all of that while I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
I am working at the same time. I can easily sit and manage a multi-million-dollar empire and talk to some bimbo at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. It's not hard. I work.
But
all I do,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, like that's the true skill that we need as men, bro. All right, when you're talking to your girl and you're like on your phone and you're trying to do something really important and she's like telling a story, if you could truly multitask and listen to what she's saying, give a coherent response, and then still do your work, you're a productive man. You're a top G, bro. That's it. That shit takes years to master. I'm not gonna lie. I have not perfected that skill at all. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Is work. All I do is work. I don't know how else to say it to you. People meet me and they're like, "I'm surprised. I thought you'd be like this. I'm surprised how like quiet you are and you're just working." Correct. I have a very, very large and vast empire across huge swaths of the world and different industries. And anything I've ever wanted, if I want a beautiful female or a Bugatti, another one, or $100 million or whatever, I'm going to get it via my phone. Yeah. So I work. That's who I am. It's what I do. In fact, a video just released on YouTube, and it was from here in Dubai. It's 12 minutes long, and it was behind the scenes of Tate. And it's a camera guy. Yeah.
Dubai, Tate in Dubai.
Yeah, and there's one of the comments on there is, "Wow, Andrew's always on his phone."
You're in the desert. You're on a table with like 5 girls, and you're literally sitting like this. And in that video.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Andrew Tate really is always on his phone. Now that I think about it, every single video that I've seen, either he's ranting at the camera, and if he's not the camera, and if it's like his assistant recording, and then it goes on up on TikTok, Andrew Tate is usually always on his phone, and Tristan Tate is always drinking, bro. That's crazy.
I work. If I'm awake, I work. From the second I'm awake, first thing I do is check my phone. And the last thing I do before I close my eyes, I'm on my phone. I am working.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
And you run on like very low sleep hours, yeah?
I probably sleep 4 to 5 hours a night. I don't necessarily recommend that.
No way, bro. Come on. You sleep 4 to 5 hours a night, bro? You don't got no bags and shit? How? How the fuck?
I know some people need more. It's actually interesting. I sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night, maybe average, for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I'll get to a point where I just need to sleep for like 15 hours. Wow. And I'll sleep a bunch, and then I'm back.
You catch up, yeah.
And then I'll go to bed at 3.
Reset.
I'm back up at 8. Go to bed at 4. Up at 8. And then, but after a few weeks, I'm like, okay, I need like a day where I sleep, and I put my phone in airplane mode so that people, when they're messaging me, they know I'm not getting it. Because if they're coming through and I'm not replying, people panic. Yeah. That's how much I'm on my phone. Jesus. I'm on my phone so much that if messages are being delivered and I don't reply within 10 minutes, people start panicking. Is he okay? Have they got him? Have they got him yet? Christ. You know, because there's people trying to get me. So I have to put airplane mode, which doesn't really fix it. Because I guess if they do get me, it might be the day my phone gets busted. Yeah. I don't know. But it's kind of a thing I do for the people who care about me. Yeah, I work. That's why no one's ever going to beat me. There's a whole bunch of other people and like gurus and self-help coaches and these people online. None of them have been through the things I've been through. Most of them are still kids. Like I don't even know how old you are, and I state
I'm
this.
20.
Okay, 20, perfect. So I state this with absolute respect. You don't know shit about life till you're 30. You just don't.
Yo, that's so funny how he said that, man. And that's the truth. You just got to take that L. You got to be like, yo, I'm humble. I don't know shit. I don't know more shit than the top G. I don't know more shit than the 35-year-old guy who's actually made it the position that I want to be in. I don't know shit. That's how you got to react to it. Yeah, I don't know shit. All right. Now, if you're going to compare me to 18-year-old, bro, I know more than you, buddy. I know more than you. But if he's amassed more wealth than I have and he's got a lot more skills than I have, then that means I'm just slacking, bro. If that 18-year-old is doing better than I am and he's got way more skills, looks bigger than me, looks better than me, could fight better than me, could beat me up, can make more money and all that shit. He's 18. I'm slacking, but I'm going to take some notes. So you got to humble yourself.
You haven't lived enough.
Yeah.
You can be smart, but you can't be wise.
Yeah.
Anybody who's taking advice from a 25-year-old on the internet, you're a dummy. Because at 25, I was stupid.
That's why I'm not giving you advice. I'm interviewing you.
Correct. But at 25,
Dojo of the game, bro. You're so right, bro. Andrew was on his laptop the whole time he was talking to Aiden. He literally gave a whole rant about how he was like, yo, I could literally just talk. He was literally talking to him like he talks to his girls. Like literally just doing his work and then just like, yeah, you know what, whatever, Aiden, just talk. I got this. I can do both. That's sick.
was dumb. And I'm the smartest man on the planet. So like if you're sitting here and you're watching some guy's videos and just Google his age, don't listen to none of these people, right? They can have opinions. They can be entertaining. They can interview others. Yeah. They can give their insights, but also keep in mind, they are still young, right? As a man, it takes a long time. You have to go through a bunch of crap to learn things. Pain. Exactly. So nobody can outwork me. Nobody can outcompete me. Nobody has a network like mine. And we're talking about me doing 17 hours a day. I have thousands of people on my work schedule. Like I have 100 people who work for me directly. I have thousands of people inside the war room and 170,000 people inside of HU who, if I were to send them a message, would do it. People I know, how do you conquer the algorithm? How do you do this? How do you do that? The number of hours of work which is done per day in the name of Tate is immeasurable. It's incalculable. It's 5,000 people. Well,
bro, that's a fact. I mean, look at me, bro. I'm over here working hard as fuck trying to get these Andrew Tate videos out ASAP. Fast, all right? By tomorrow, I'm going to have 4 clips already done, up on YouTube, posted. Bro, that shit takes me time, man. I got to fucking edit the video. I got to look for the right parts. I got to make sure the first 10, 15 seconds grab your attention. You know, and now I'm trying to work on, like, outsourcing as I'm making more money. So it's working. It's working. I mean, that's the hard work, man. Putting thought into the things that you're watching, all right? And then how are you creating value? Those are the things that I really try to ask myself when I'm watching these videos, when I'm reacting to Andrew Tate. And how, like focusing on getting better. It's a skill like anything else. It's marketing.
Well, let's do the math. 5,000 very competent men doing 17-hour days in the name of Tate. No one's ever going to beat me. The internet is mine. I own it. If you go on TikTok for 10 seconds, it's me. It's Tate Talk. True. It's the same with Instagram Reels.
It's Tate Talk. It's Tate Talk. All right. Let's see. Let's answer some questions. Guys, let's get to know each other. There's 27 people here, all right? Leave a thumbs up for likes if you fuck with the video. If you don't, leave a comment on why you don't like it so that I can get better. We can all get better as a community, all right? And a Discord will be coming soon.